Good morning, welcome to day 62. We just entered the roller coaster, 14-mile section with about 4,500 feet of gain and descent. So overall it's just more elevation packed into, or a typical day elevation packed into a shorter section. Instead of being across 20 miles for 4,000 or 5,000 feet of gain, it's on 14 miles. So we'll see how it is. Last night was crazy. Had a huge thunderstorm, lots of lightning, it was raining, just pouring down. We stayed in the shelter last night, so weren't impacted. But trail's wet this morning. Boardwalk crossing we've been doing is all wet, so it's slippery. But hopefully today's going to be a pretty decent day and big day. We're only 4 miles from the 1,000-mile mark and 9 miles from West Virginia. So soon we'll be crossing off one more state, saying goodbye to the state of Virginia. See you up the trail. Well, the roller coaster has started out very mild. There was one climb that wasn't long or bad, and then we came down and we're now flat. So another set of elevation to come, but it definitely wasn't at the south end. We just got back on trail a minute ago. We'd missed a turn as we were walking down an old road bed, and it was fairly easy walking. I said to see how close we were getting, just to confirm that it's still a couple of miles to the 1,000-mile mark. And when I pulled up the app, it showed we were a good distance off trail. So we backed up and about 100 yards backtracking, found where we'd missed a turn. So back on trail now, and have to remember to pay closer attention. And number one, if you're walking on a road bed very far, you're probably not on the trail. And we just hit the 1,000-mile mark from Springer, and the sad thing is it's still 100 miles before we even get to halfway. Holy crap, did you see that? Didn't hit me! Alright, we made it to Bears Den Rocks. Trail center is that way, but unfortunately, no view. Alright, finally got the first view in the last couple of days. Nice area down there. No mountains in the distance. Yep, lots of traffic on this highway. Luckily it's a divided highway, so we only have to get across one section at a time, one direction, I mean. And I just crossed the highway, started the second half of today's hike. I have 10.5 miles yet to the shelter, and they really don't want you to shortcut the trail, so they put up this big fence. Well, we're approaching the end. Probably have a third of a mile still to the Raven Overlook. Supposed to be some views. Passed a lot of people, a lot of cars in the parking lot. Their hike was 2.7 miles each way. This brings us to most of the end of the roller coaster. But this is a tough hike, whether you're doing it alone or not. Lots of rocks, steep ups and downs. Just going straight up the hill often. Luckily it's not hotter than it is. I'm sweating like crazy, but there is a little breeze. Not as good as it sounds like in the trees though. And another third mile or so, we'll be there. Hopefully there'll be a view. Doesn't seem like I've done much filming today. I don't know. The 4 miles to the shelter. There's supposed to be a view, I think somewhere in the next mile. I don't remember what the distance was. We'll see. Pretty easy walking along here now that we're past the roller coaster.
Hi dear. Hi dear.
Finally made it to the shelter area. There's a cooking pavilion over there. It's like a bench. Can't see what else, but it's covered. There's a few people over there. Here's the shelter. Room for 6 or so. Got some a reclining bench there and more bench work here. So it's pretty nice. The only bad thing, the water is a 1/4 mile downhill. End of day 62. We're at 21.1 miles. We did the Virginia roller coaster, which was not a big deal. There was one, our direction was, I think, going downhill. It was pretty rocky and for quite a distance. Overall, it just seemed like any other day, but it was good to have it out of the way in the morning and early afternoon, because then the afternoon, or the later afternoon, we had easier trails to hike. Getting our mileage, there's the shelter where we're at. We're the only ones here, you can see. This is a really nice place. I'd definitely come back to some of these shelters around here. They're pretty nice. They have nice facilities here in this area. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow when we'll be heading into Harper's Ferry and resupply.